Arnold's here, and he forgot his cord, so he doesn't know I'm recording now. So let's see where he's at. What are you adjusting right now?
Nothing, just recording.
Oh. Get my skinny side at least, fool.
Which side is that, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. Arnold and FERNY collaboration.
There you go. Boom.
Good point. And so they were like, all right, can you be one of the motivational speakers? Yeah. No, you're good. Cut. Just kidding. So I was all right, yeah, like I'll be one of the motivational speakers, right? Because it correlated with my life, my background, and everything. And so that's the avenue we took when we first started. But then we couldn't use I am me for some reason. I forgot, like something happened, it was like taken or something. So we started coming up with the name, like, all right, what are we gonna name this? And then with that, like slowly, like I think there like all the, you know, like tribulations started coming, and you know, we started losing people, and people started losing interest, and then some people were coming in, some people were like halfway in. So it kind of just stayed at like, what's the word? At a standstill. You know, it wasn't going anywhere. And so, but I was like, when she told me like that that's what they wanted me to do, like it hit like home. You know, I was like, oh my God, like that's what I want to do. Like I want to talk to youth, I want to help the youth. Like why didn't I think about that? And so I would sit for hours at work, like trying to think of a name. Like, all right, what I want to do, what I want to do, what I want to do. We had all kinds of crazy names. Like, how big was the list? I and me. Like, we had the board of directors, spokesperson. This is like just like notes. Like, what are we doing? We motivate. We want people to love themselves, believe in themselves, inspire, passion. You know, so we're thinking of all these things. And look, out of all this, that's where EPIK came from. E is for empowering. Right? Like we want to empower people, inspire, empower, like bring them up. P is for passion, right? And then I is for individuality. Like we want people to be themselves, like be you know? In case for kindness. And that's what we were able to get from all this like notes. Like what do we want? We don't want to waste. We had like the top 10 rules for Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, just people that Eric Thomas. Names, these were the names that were coming up. Dare to be me. I can be me. You know what I mean? Change, guerrilla passion. Fall 10, stand 11. Like, you know how they say like, oh, you fall fucking 3 times and it's that last one that changes your whole life. So that's what we're with, fall 10, stand 11, you know? Great I am, through tomorrow, that's what it is. Like sometimes you just gotta get through like one more day, right? Push through, beyond. So this is like just names that we were thinking of, like pitching ideas. Words that work, like what words are gonna work for people? Like where can you really like tap into someone's emotion? You know, like imagine. When you use the word imagine, it creates this thing in their head. So, anyways.
Those are all great names, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not
like,
bad.
Right, no, and then just pretty much like what you already explained to me as the passion and the motivation that really goes into that, just really, you know, you just telling me that, it's just like, wow, that's, you know, I appreciate the EPIK movement name already.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's some great points right there. You really did your work on that.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting because, yeah, people don't know like how much work we put into it just to be here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know our friend Kim was helping us, our friend Charlie was helping us, our friend Tom was helping us, and slowly we were just getting into a really good like momentum, you know? Mm-hmm. Like EPIK's goal was never to be a clothing line. Mm-hmm. Like the whole company was supposed to be motivational speaking to the youth, and those were the 4 elements that we were focusing on. And that's where EPIK came from, empowering, passion, kindness.
Yeah.
We were trying to get into like the YMCAs, the Boys and Girls Clubs, and high schools, really focus on these kids. We did this amazing interview with Kim's kids and one of his friends, and we learned that in schools now, you know, yeah, they're getting bullied through social media, but social media for the high school now, think about it, when we were in high school, right? Mm-hmm. But social media for high school now is like what kids, that's what motivates them. Like, oh, I want to be like this guy. Yeah. I want to be like that guy. So there's no like there's no roadmap anymore. It's such a like disaster. You know what I mean? And in the schools, all they preach is college. Like that's all they talk to about these kids. Like, oh, you gotta go to college, you gotta go to college, you gotta go to college, right? But when you're in school, you never learn about Steve Jobs. You never learn about Bill Gates. You never learn about Eric Thomas. You never learn. Oh, actually, Eric Thomas finished school, but you never learn about these millionaires that become the most successful people that drop out of college, or some of them never even went to college. You know what I mean? And so you're being pushed this whole thing, and that's what this shirt is: passion over convention. Convention being like the original, the normal. Like, what's the normal? Like, oh, grow up, go to college, and then get a good job. And this is like our thing. Like, no, like follow your passion over the norm, and then fucking let that take over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the line, build the name, and then become motivational speakers, right? Because now we've created success off of something, instead of like, oh, because there's no real success built yet. There is success built in the fact of like, look, I'm not doing drugs, we're not in prison, we got the family, we got good jobs, but it's not built enough to where people are like, whoa, I want to be like that guy. You know what I mean? So then we're like, okay, what do we launch? The clothing line, blow up the clothing line, and then get into the next step, then help the youth. You know what I mean? And kind of guide them that way. So that's how the clothing line actually started. That's how EPIK started, you know?
All right, we're back. We had to make a few adjustments, so
Baby adjustments.
yeah. So Benny, look.
What?
Say hello.
All right, second footage and cut. Welcome back, guys. We had to change, make a couple adjustments, switch lighting,
Put the camera a little higher. Got to make my boy look, a little slimmer.
a little slimmer. Yeah, black, guys. Oh, another thing about EPIK Movement, we only make black t-shirts, just so you guys know,
Why is that?
so we can look slimmer.
All right. There you go, ladies.
Go. No, just kidding, guys. We don't even know where that kind of started or how it even came about, but yeah, we only make. There you go. We only make black t-shirts. That's one of our things that we decided to run with. And most people only wear black on Wednesdays. We wear it every day. It's really no point of it. It's just something we thought about. We thought it'd be a good like marketing idea, like separate us from everybody else. And we got tank tops now, girls. So we do have a girl line coming out.
You should think about like a meme behind just a black shirt.
Yeah, it's a really
I'm sure
good
there could be something that you can.
It's black, so I love the idea of it, but I feel that sometimes people put black with like goth, almost like that whole creep part of it, I guess. But one of the real cool things too, have you ever noticed, is that like when anything's cool, it's like the new black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, pink's the new black. Being in your 30s is the new black. It's like the new cool. It's like the new in. No offense to anyone. I don't know if it has to do anything with black people. I'm just saying. So, my best friend's black. So.
Sleep.
That was for you, John. Black is a new thing, I guess. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Why don't you guys give us some ideas? Throw some stuff out there.
Yeah.
Add some comments. Tell us what you think.
Hey, so I have a question for you. So, like, we're here right now. We're filming.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting your word out there on the EPIK Movement. So from here, like, where is it where you want to go? Like, what are your plans on as far as like promoting EPIK Movement and before you start going out and doing the motivational speaking?
It's a great question. So there's so many avenues that we want this to go. There's so many routes. Honestly, like just right to it, not to run around that question, just to get right to the point, is my goal is to just see as many people as possible wearing EPIK Movement. To the point where it's like, hey, I'm at the mall and someone's wearing one of your shirts. Like, that's gonna be a big success for me. Like, that's where I want it to be, where it's like, people are just rocking Epic. You know what I mean? Because that's where it's an epic movement. So I don't want it to be a small movement. I want it to be an epic movement where everyone's rocking it, everyone's supporting you, and you know, I want to be able to drive down the street and see stickers on people's cars. Like, it's just a whole. What's the word? I guess I want to see everybody be passionate about their passion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then run, and then yeah, we're gonna cut that part.
So, what brings me into the next question, I know that on your Instagram, you know, I've seen that you've done, you know, a few pictures that you posted. So, how do you go about to picking the person to, you know, promote your shirts, and, you know, does it have to do anything in regards of the meaning behind it, or, you know, saying like if there's some that are interested, hey, I would love to be able to promote your shirt or whatever, you know?
That's a great question. I love that question. So there's no really, I picked a couple models and they were different. One of my models was Ryan, big buff white boy, and he did really well. Like, it was surprising that a lot of people were like, oh, like, who's that model? And I was like, oh shit, like, this guy doesn't model. Like, that was his first modeling gig ever, you know what I mean? And it was like super low budget modeling stuff. We went across the building and just shot it in this little abandoned little office, and then we went outside and did a couple shots, and boom, and people fucking loved him. I picked Ryan because he's got a like really good attitude about himself. Like, he's really good looking, he's buff, he's strong, you know, like super like magnet, you know, but he's like very humble. He's very happy to be married to his beautiful wife and his beautiful kids, and he's got this thing about him that's like really awesome, like a really like genuine character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so for sure I shot with him. We shot with Marisol. She's the same, like super passionate, super motivated, great mom. We will work with everybody. There's not like a certain type of people that we work with or we don't work with. You know what I mean? So if you want to be, if you want to do anything, let us know, reach out. The only thing though is that if we do take photos of you, we do post it, it might not make it to the Instagram page. There's no reason behind that. That's all in the back end. That's like all digital marketing, and the digital marketing team or the art director, he's the one who puts the photos on the actual Instagram page. Yeah, and I think he just runs with like lighting, you know, any of that sort.
Got it.
But yeah, feel free to reach out, guys.
You know, and that's actually, you know, maybe think about that, dude. Maybe make it that. You know, I mean the story you talked about Ryan, or like just the personality, that kind of character that he is, and then Marisol. You know, why not make it a point where, you know, hearing people's stories, you know, and how far they came from, where they were before, if there was an obstacle that they, you know, overcame, and that's why they're wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
Because that meaning behind it, you know. I think it would start like a little trend, like, you know, like, God, like, you know, wearing your logo, your epic movement, and just saying like, this is why I have it or whatnot.
Yeah,
You know, something along those lines.
I love that idea as well, where
So-
you know you're being able to correlate those two together with branding as well. Just so you know, because I actually haven't said this yet, a part of that we're actually already going to move forward with. What I plan on doing is with Epic, I also plan on making videos like this and interviewing people and having them tell us about an epic movement that they've done.
Yeah.
Something epic, like Arnold, you know, like we're definitely gonna ask him a couple questions as well about his center videos, right? Like what motivated you to do this? Like like the epic move from your cell phone to this now, that's huge. So yeah, you know, if you have a real cool story that you want to share, you know, we can definitely do a video on that as well. And the line, I know our boy Roger from Fallbrook, he's got an awesome story, guys. I mean, this guy just asked him about a story, awesome. He rocks our shirts, and you know, we're definitely gonna make a video with him as well.
Yeah, that would be a great story right there.
Dude,
That would be an awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's an awesome
Roger, be ready for that interview.
Hell yeah. What's up, guys? So a lot of you don't know, but Lauren started this great page called Unfiltered Mom. Basically, what it is, it's start over. Cut. Basically, what it is, she records everything about being a mom. So it's her day-to-day as a mom. It's unfiltered. There's no filters being used. It's not all goo gaga, look at me, I'm a mom. It's like the raw shit, like the struggles of being a mom, like how much she's got to go through, you know, everything from postpartum to, you know, baby to no sleep to just like the real raw stuff. So check out her page. We're gonna record her right now and do a little video. She's not happy about this, so I'm apologizing now, but let's check her out. Hi, Lauren. She right here.
Hi, Lauren.
Just, what do you think about it? About what you want people to know about your page and why they should follow you?
It's just basically, you know, what moms go through, you know, but we don't put filters on and just selfies and cute pictures of our babies in their cute little clothes. It's basically, you know, the stuff like this where you're in your pajamas, your hair's not done, you have no makeup on, and your kid's crying because they're a hot mess, you know, just
The real
raw
stuff. Raw.
unfiltered.
Can we
so.
can we just focus on the mess? Look at this, guys. This isn't scripted. What page? What's your page?
Unfiltered Mom on Instagram.
On Instagram. So is that the only one you have for now? Are you planning on doing a YouTube later on?
Once I get the courage to be in front of the camera more, yeah.
So guys, so you can't expect a YouTube coming out as well. Maybe a little line as well, clothing line. We don't really know, but this is a reality of being a mom. She does have a passion over convention shirt as well because she's super passionate about her journey as a mom, which is
I'm passionate about being a mom.